Hey everyone, welcome to the 10th episode of Let's Play Skyrim. I feel like we've unlocked some sort of achievement, and you know what? It feels really good. Quite a bit has happened since our last episode, so I invite you to check out the description to read about some of the highlights. And now, after a long and circuitous journey, we have finally made our way to Ivarstead.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Really? Oh wow, what a coincidence. I'm thinking of joining up too, probably within the next 5 to 10 episodes, perhaps?
No lollygagging.
Okay, not lollygagging, just taking in this beautiful and honestly kind of boring town. It's more like maybe a handful of families than an actual town.
I need you to pitch in a little more around here, dear.
I help. I do the chores. What else would you have me do?
I know your sights are set beyond this town, but for now...
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Klimek?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish passing through on your way to High Hrothgar. About to make a delivery up there myself.
What can you tell me about that place?
I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them.
What types of deliveries do you make to them, then?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I'm going that way. I'll take your supplies.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Anything I should watch out for during the climb?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
Okay.
Be careful up there.
That is good to know. Off we go on this pilgrimage up the 7,000 steps. I will not be counting them. We're in for a little bit of a bumpy ride. Bump, bump, bump. Before the birth of men, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs, for the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. Well, that paints a different picture of dragons from what I've seen and heard so far. Interesting. Okay. This definitely is not a wolf. Great. Oh, a goat. Does it have horns? No. Okay. I like to collect goat horns when the opportunity arises because they are very useful for building your own home in Hearthfire, which is something that I would like to do eventually. Live goats, though, I like to let them be. They are not hostile. In fact, they run away. So I just feel kind of cruel hunting them. Also, especially on this path, they're kind of like spirit guides in a way. Just a friendly presence on our way up the mountain. And, yeah, I like them. See you later, goats. I see there's another pilgrim here.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Okay then. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. Men were weak and they had no voice. You know, that's kind of depressing. I'm not entirely sure how much I want to meditate on that as I scale this mountain. What? Okay. This also is not a wolf. And oh my goodness. Okay, I am going to use some healing potions once I can find them. You know what? A couple of my potions of restore health should work. They're actually pretty good. And yeah, I'm not up to full, but I should be fine. I'm totally gonna take this guy on. Oh. Well then, that was embarrassing. The School of Restoration focuses on the mastery over life forces and is used to cast spells like healing. Turn undead and lesser ward. Right, way to rub it in, guys. So now I am sneaking. And yes, I should be able to get at least a couple shots on the snowy saber cat before it has a chance to rip my heart out again. Why are my arrows not making contact? I'm at point blank range. Maybe I can soul trap this thing. Oh, no soul gem large enough? That's a bummer. Well, at least I did not die this time. And I only wasted like one charge. I'm gonna loot. Ooh, okay, so that's not a bad haul. Heal myself. Alright, and let me save so that I definitely will not have to deal with that particular fight again. Yeah. So we have our first death of this Let's Play, and yeah, that was a very embarrassing one. I will try my hardest not to have another one like that. Oh, finally, one of those wolves everybody keeps talking about. Alright, so we're still meditating on humans being weak, right? I feel slightly less weak after winning those two fights. And hello, my magical floating goat. It is very good to see you. You give me a lot of hope as the wintry conditions become worse. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices. But the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. Well, that's almost as depressing as the last one. You know what? I'm going to focus on the part where they were strong and brave. And there's a goat here, so clearly I am safe. Hello, my little furry spirit guide. Goodbye, my little furry spirit guide. I will try not to slip down these stairs. The fact that I'm going down here always weirds me out. I'm going up the mountain, definitely not down. Kind called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war raged, dragon against tongue. Okay. Hello. Dragon war. And humans learning how to use the voice. Very interesting. Saving once again, and I'm going to pull out my bow. Do not let the peaceful music here fool you. We definitely are not going into peaceful territory here. See that frost troll in the distance? I'm gonna try and take it out. Ugh. I really hate it when enemies move like that. Alright, stay still. The frost troll is starting to get angry at me. Alright, now he is coming down. So I'm gonna try and lead the troll. Alright, I did it. Lydia, don't get in front of me. Ugh. Okay, great. Good teamwork, Lydia. We are awesome together. Okay. Now it should be safe to just kind of run around at full speed. No need to sneak. Men prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice too was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. Okay. All of these, they kind of have this dichotomy going on. This kind of good thing happened. There's like this power going on. And there's also kind of something sad to it. That's kind of interesting. You can't really have one with the other. Life is just more complex. There isn't really a clear, tale of victory over something not so great. It's always a give and take. There are these sacrifices that need to be made. It's profound. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. Interesting. So they weren't slain, they withdrew. That sounds kind of like a tactical retreat. That is a little bit ominous. The tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen WINDCALLER began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. I'm saving. Red Mountain. Now, I'm not 100% sure of my history of Skyrim, but that sounds not so great. Jurgen WINDCALLER chose silence and returned. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. Well, that explains why we are climbing the tallest mountain in all of Skyrim. Try not to get blown off of the path here. Very, very wintry, and off in the distance there we can see High Hrothgar, but first, wow, there's a statue of Talos. This is a welcome surprise. Let's see. For years all silent, the Greybeards spoke one name. Tiber Septim, stripling then, was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. Well then, I hope that I will get a statue someday. That could be really nice. Finally. The voice is worship. Follow the inner path. Speak only in true need. The voice of the sky has been added, and that is a magic effect that makes it so animals will neither flee nor attack you. And that lasts for 23 hours of actual gameplay. It's pretty sweet. I like it. Let's leave Klimek's supplies. Surprise. Okay, that works too. Klimek's supplies. And head in to find out why we have been summoned to High Hrothgar.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
I'm answering your summons.
We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Okay. I'm gonna pull that up in the menu and make sure I have it equipped.
Foos!
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards.
Gwynhel.
Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Well, I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Okay, well, I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But Do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the... When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
So you need both force and balance. Very interesting. Row.
You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
So, I think it's really cool that they can do this. They can teach me like that without me having to kill them.
You can master your new thumb.
I guess I'll stand here.
Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Fus, Ro!
Ooh, I'm sorry, Master Bori. Maybe if I go over here, it'll be better.
Well done. Again.
Fus, Ro!
Oh, well, now I'm making a mess, but at least no one's getting hurt.
You learn quickly. Once more.
Fus, Ro!
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Okay. So, Master Bori is kind of slow. I'm going to just kind of speed this up a little bit.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thumb.
Wold.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood.
Wold.
Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori? X! Wood! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes.
It looks like he ran off the edge of the mountain. That's a little... disturbing. Hello?
Your quick mastery of a new Thuum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
I don't know how I do it. It just happens.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of JURGEN WINDCALLER, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Okay. So there are a lot of really interesting questions that we can ask him. For now, I'm just going to ask this bottom one. Who was JURGEN WINDCALLER?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, the master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. JURGEN WINDCALLER's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
What is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
Wow, that's fascinating. I will try to follow the way of the voice.
That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Okay, well, this is a little bit overwhelming.
Sky, got you.
But yeah, let's save and fast travel back to Ivarstead so we can go and return to Klimek. Let him know we made that delivery for him. Here we go.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Well, the Greybeards seem to think so.
Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
So these guys seem pretty hostile. I think they just summoned a familiar or something inside of me. That's really uncomfortable. Die already! And don't hit the guard, or Lydia.
I might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon.
So did you notice we were kind of just fighting that cultist? We were fighting side by side. Wow. Yeah, the cultist robes are worth selling, but the rest of their stuff is just kind of gonna weigh me down, so I will just take the gold and the robes and move on with my life. What is in these orders? Why are these people coming and trying to kill me? Let's see. Kill the false dragonborn before she reaches Solstheim? Mirok? Who is this Mirok guy? And like, I never even heard of Solstheim, so I wasn't gonna go there.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
Well, I delivered the supplies to High Hrothgar.
Quite a climb, wasn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Ooh, gold. That's rather generous. Thanks.
Thanks again for the legwork.
And thanks to you for watching this episode. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, comment, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Free from cultists.